If you were like me, you were taught that play comes last, that creativity isn't profitable, and that to lead, you have to be serious. But Jupiter in Leo asks you to question your beliefs on all of it. The most brilliant leaders are the ones having fun, following their bliss, and playing as much as they work. In this final part of this Jupiter and Leo series, I share what change makers need to amplify and the beliefs that they are being asked to release. This is recorded inside my Star Powered Circle Masterclass, my global community for change makers who love astrology, who are ready to expand their radiance. And of course, you're welcome to join us. Let's talk about how play becomes your most productive strategy yet. I'm Leslie Tagorda, a business astrologer and creator of the Astro Brand Method, blending more than 20 years of brand strategy with the precision of astrology to help entrepreneurs and underrepresented leaders make their mark. We're going to be looking now at what change makers and leaders like you and me need to do in our work and our leadership with Jupiter and Leo. And then for those of us in circle, we're going to then move on to our worksheet so that we can like really integrate what we're going to be doing with this. The do's and the do nots, the discover and the dismantles. Okay. Now, I was writing this because I kind of needed this medicine right now. I've been, you know, like really trying to get away from, oh, this book launch is going to be so hard. I got to do all this work, hard work, hard work. And I'm like, okay, I really need to be done with this hard work thing. And so this medicine is mostly for me and hopefully it'll serve you. But, you know, with Jupiter and Leo, it really wants you to discover how play is productive. Has anybody found that play is really personally for me, play is really hard. I think, you know, for those of us who were parentified too young, play is very hard. And so I really had to, you know, I'm working on dismantling the belief that play comes last, that I'm not allowed to play. Right. And so when I think about play as productive, instead of like, you know, spending a whole afternoon, sometimes this might just be a 5 minute putting on some upbeat music, doing something differently just for fun, dancing. I recently bought like myself like a new set of like colored pens just so that I could, you know, just do artwork and like, you know, all of like my visioning, I'm like, forget it. I don't want to do it on a computer. I'm going to do it the old fashioned way with post-it notes and like color coding and things like that. And it was super fun. And so sometimes like play can be that for us. Um, and then discover how you can lead with what you love. Analog. Yes, seashell, analog. I love that. Lead with what you love. Okay. Do the fun thing first, right? Like I mean, I really don't support eating dessert first because you need the fiber and the protein before you put the sugar in. But I've heard people say like eat the dessert first and like, you know, like um that kind of metaphor of eat the dessert first. Please eat your fiber first. So like lead with what you love, find the spark in the process, especially when things are hard. Oh, there's a missing E here. Make things fun or like a game, right? Oh, I've always loved fiber. I'm definitely a fiber fan. I love my lentils. I love cabbage. I love kimchi. Always have loved those things. But yeah, lead with what you love. Okay. So do that fun thing first. Don't eat the frog first. I hate those ideas. And then you're gonna be like playing with your belief with you know, with no longer serves. Like creativity and fun is not profitable or worthy. That is bull-o-nie. Okay. Cecilia says, I have to gamify so much for my Leo son. Yes, make everything a game. I totally get that. Like both my husband and my son have fifth house sons. One's in Capricorn and one's in Aquarius, but always games, always games. Um, Next, discover discover how loving more creates more love. Feeling that love is not a renewable resource. Love is a renewable resource. The more you create, the more you have of it. And so this one, I feel this has changed a lot for me. And if you write gratitude lists, anybody write gratitude lists that night just to kind of, I want you to add to your gratitude list an appreciation of self list. What do you appreciate about yourself? And sometimes that can be hard. Yes, morning speaking it out. Jeff says, I love that. I need to do that. Yeah. I appreciate that I had another circle around the sun. I appreciate that my hair is getting curlier. I appreciate that I still have hair. And, speaking, I wrote this before Karen was talking about this, noticing the signs of success. What are people saying about you? What's already working? I'm thinking about Ishel, like how things are, the missing pieces are clicking through. So, what are those signs of success that all of these years, these decades of putting in the effort, things are moving forward? With my book and asking people to write all of the endorsements and the endorsements that are coming through, and not just feeling gratitude for them, but noticing that, hey, the Astro Twins, Colette Baron Reed, Jen Kem, they're writing endorsements for me. That's a sign of success, right? And so instead of just, listing it down, okay, move on to the next thing, revel in those things. Okay. And the more you give, the more you love. And this requires participation. Like Ishel is like doing this so perfectly. I love your comment earlier that I didn't read out loud, that your SaaS product, that you're going to be putting those proceeds into stewardship. That's participating in a cause that you believe in reinvesting our time, our effort, energy, money, resources back into those things. And if we don't have those resources like money, then putting in our time, co-op model with member dividends. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. That's like a dream of mine. I'm not there yet, but it is absolutely a dream of mine. And then dismantling the belief that to lead you must be stern and harsh. No, no, no. We are moving away from that. So, if you're listening to this episode, this is the end of the trail for you. And I want you to get, what really reflect on what calls you in most. And then if you're in circle, we're going to continue on this journey by actually like putting in this work for ourselves. So thank you again. If this podcast has touched your heart, please share it with others. Please leave me a rating and review so we can reach the hearts of even more change makers like you.